Love is patient, kind, humble. Love cannot be, will never work if it's transactional. As we look towards God and God loves us and we learn to love ourselves and then we love our neighbor, how does God love us? Good news is we don't have to guess. Jesus tells us. And most of you know it, and you know what I'm going to say. But Jesus, in speaking with his disciples, in John chapter 15, he's getting ready to leave to go be with the Father. John 15, verse 12, he says, "My command is this, love each other as I have loved you." And then he tells us, "Greater love has no one than this, that he laid down his life for his friends." That's what it means to love. Greater love has no one than this, that he lays down his life for his friends. If we could define love, if we can create a working definition of love for this series, it's this, is that love is the free gift of self. I put free in brackets because I think gift actually implies free, but I wanted to make sure you guys all see it, that gifts are free. But love is the free gift of self. A transactional relationship says, if you do this, then I will do this. A loving relationship says, I will do this. A transactional relationship says, if you behave a certain way, if you act a certain way, if you live a certain way, then you could have my attention, my affection, my love. But a loving relationship says, doesn't matter who you are, what you've done. I'm going to love you anyway. Because while we were still sinners, God moved towards us in love. That while you were far from him, God died on a cross for you. That's what love is. It's the free gift of self. It's the laying down of self. And here's what I want you to recognize, and this is important. I think this is an important nuance here this morning, is that I'm not talking about forgetting yourself. I'm not talking about self-annihilation. What I'm talking about is giving myself, investing myself in somebody else, to learn and to live the way that God loves me, the way that God sees me, to think rightly about myself so that I can serve other people, so that I can love other people. In order to, it's not a burying of self, it's not a death of self. It's an investment of self in somebody else. And it requires thinking rightly about ourselves. Love is the free gift of self. I thought it'd be interesting to do a little exercise here this morning. You guys all know 1 Corinthians 13. That's the wedding verse that everyone reads all the time. It's super popular. It kind of goes like this. 1 Corinthians 13, Paul says that love is patient, love is kind, love is humble, love honors others, love is selfless, love is slow to anger, love forgives, love is truthful, love protects, love trusts, love hopes, love perseveres. I think we see that list and we go, Jonathan, I get it. I've heard that my whole entire life. And yeah, I would agree. I agree with that. I think Paul's a pretty smart dude. He found his way into the Bible. So I can believe that. I think Paul's maybe right, you know. But here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put the anti-list up here. And to see it from a different perspective. Maybe if Paul were writing the negative, here's what he would say, that not love is impatient. I mean, think about being impatient. Why are you impatient? Because the other person is not on your schedule. It's transactional. If you would do things the way that I want them done, if you do them on time, on my time, then I will be patient with you. but we're impatient. It's because somebody's not living up to our expectation. It's transactional. Not love is unkind. You know who defines kindness? The one receiving kindness. The one receiving kindness. You know what would be super kind? Is if Kiara, my wife, decided, you know what, Jonathan, you need 4 hours to watch a football game. I'm gonna make you the best chicken dip. I'm gonna take the kids. You can have a quiet house all by yourself. Don't clean anything, just sit there and watch the game. That would be kindness to me. Now imagine if I woke up on a Saturday and said, Kiara, the dogs are playing today at 2:30. I'm gonna take the kids. I'm gonna make you hot wings. Sit here and watch the game. She'd be like, it's not kindness. I don't know, maybe she'd think it was, I don't know. But as long as the kids are gone, right? But the reason that love is kind is because it's selfless. Because kindness is defined by the eye of the beholder, isn't it? To be unkind is to do something that the other person doesn't deem kind-worthy. It's transactional. Love is proud. Not love is proud. You're puffing yourself up. It's transactional. Not love dishonors others. You put other people down for your own benefit. It's transactional. I'm gonna puff myself up. Not love is selfish. I mean, that one's self-explanatory, right? Not love is quick to anger. This is some of us in the room. You're quick to anger. Why? Because you're not getting what you want. It's not loving. Not loving is quick to anger. We talked about this one already, but not love keeps score. And you're always winning. It's transactional. I didn't do the thing that you're doing, so now I get to do something else that I want. It's transactional. Not love keeps score. Not love lies. If you're lying, who are you covering up for? You. It's transactional. It's not love. You're looking out for yourself. Not love lies. Not love abandons. I couldn't think of a better word for opposite of not protecting. But when you don't protect someone, when you abandon someone, who are you looking out for? You. You're trying not to get hurt. Not love abandons. Not love is suspicious. You don't trust them. Why don't you trust them? Because maybe they're doing something to hurt you. Not love. It's suspicious. Not love is unhopeful. And not love gives up. Not love gives up. Why? Because to continue to persist in this relationship is hard. So it's unloving. So I'm going to give up, cut you loose, cancel you, and we're done here. Doesn't have hope for the future. Love is patient, kind, humble. Love cannot be, will never be, will never work if it's transactional. Love is the free gift of you. That's it. No strings attached. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just me. Love is the free gift of you. You might be thinking to yourself, Jonathan, well, how long do I give the free gift of me if they're taking advantage of me, if they're hurting me, or whatever? How long do I do it? How much of myself do I give away? Are there boundaries? Are there rules? You know? What if this person and that person, and what if they don't love God, and how do I, and what do I do? And there's all kinds of questions about all of that. And here's what I would say is make sure you're back here next week for part 2. A friend is a verb. because we're going to answer all those things. But what I want to leave you with today is that love cannot be transactional. Your relationships will never work if there's a transaction involved. Your friendships will never last if there's a transaction involved. But if you want them to work, if you want them to last, if you want them to stick, then love has to be the free gift of you. It's the free gift of you. Why? Because while we were still sinners, and that greater love has no one than this, that he laid down his life for his friends.